Today we'll be diving into the history and culture of one of the nation's lesser-known cities, Norfolk, Virginia. Just like many other places in the U.S., Norfolk, Virginia has always had a diverse population. However, the culture didn't always reflect this. It was constantly being distorted by things like slavery, racism, and segregation. So, given this information, does our culture do any better now than it did, say, 80 years ago? To truly know the answer to this question, we have to take an in-depth look at our recent past, starting with the Civil Rights era.
I have the pleasure to present to you Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr.
One of the more important events of this movement happened on May 17, 1954. The Supreme Court ruled that segregation in schools was unconstitutional. This, however, would not be the end of segregation in schools. Many states still refused to integrate their schools. One of them was Virginia. Enter the Norfolk 17, a group of fascinating individuals who put what little they had on the line in order to integrate with their white counterparts. This, however, would be no easy task. Resistance against the integration of schools was very high around this time, and it wouldn't be until nearly 5 years after the Supreme Court's original ruling that the Norfolk 17 would step foot into integrated schools. In order to get an accurate portrayal of this time, we interviewed a member of the Norfolk 17.
Hello, my name is Javier Miranda Castro, and today I have the pleasure of interviewing Dr. Patricia Turner, who was one of the original Norfolk 17 members. How are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
Okay.
All right.
Do you have some questions for me?
I do. I have quite a few.
My brother and I, we had to take 3 tests. I was going into the 8th grade, and I had to take an 8th, 9th, and 10th grade test. My brother, going into the 7th grade, had to take 7, 8, and 9. We had to go to court every day for a week. We had to go to psychiatrists. Then the court stepped in, and Judge Hoffman said, these children are allowed to walk to school. Now, how did my teachers treat me at Norview? Horribly. They used gloves to touch my papers. They had a box at the end of the desk that I was to put my papers in, and they didn't even look at them or read them or anything. They put a big red E on them, and the papers had to be reviewed and rechecked by someone else to make the teachers give me the correct grades. How people say, well, there are good days and some bad. With me, there were bad days and a few good. They used to spit in my face, throw me down the steps, knock me out in any way possible. The parents were horrible.
Yeah.
My high school life was not like you guys. Nothing like what you're experiencing.
It's no secret that Dr. Turner has had her fair share of struggles. It's thanks to people like her that today we have the privilege to go to school with all kinds of people from all kinds of backgrounds. Now that we have sufficient knowledge of the past, we can analyze the diversity in our culture today. Now, in terms of diversity and acceptance, it's clear that our culture is leaps and bounds ahead of what it was 50 years ago. But that does not mean there isn't room for improvement. Unfortunately, however, injustice based on race, beliefs, or religion is still a prevalent issue to this day. Thus, it is of great importance that we accept others regardless of race religion, and especially opinions. For in order to change someone for the better, one must first understand their point of view. Hate does nothing but create spiteful arguments that ultimately hinder progress. Martin Luther King did not change people with hate. He changed people with acceptance, regardless of what they believed or who they were. We, too, must shape diversity in our culture through acceptance. I'll now leave you with some words from the inspiring Dr. Turner.
If our America doesn't learn the word love, we gonna be in trouble. Because when you get my age, there may not be an America. Because without love, our world is going to fall apart.